guys, I'm doing a video today, kind of a, I guess a reply or an update to my I Am a Phoenix video that I made about 2 or so years ago. If you hadn't seen that video, I will put a link to it right there. I'll put it right there for a minute so you can go back and kind of see what I'm talking about. But as some of you may know, I am a University of Phoenix alumni. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what that means to me and how it has helped me grow into the person that I am today. So when I posted that video 2 years ago, I had actually just graduated from the University of Phoenix with my master's degree in business administration, so my MBA. And I was just talking a little bit about what it had done for me. I did get a job with TVA, which is Tennessee Valley Authority, which we were doing a startup, a nuclear reactor. So I don't know if any of you heard of that, but Watts Bar Nuclear Power Plant is what the project I was working on. And I actually, with my degree, was able to get a job as a test director and a field engineer and a craft supervisor. So University of Phoenix is very important to me because it taught me a lot about business, a lot about management, a lot about working in teams, working in groups. I learned a lot about statistics. I learned a lot about financials, and so I can make good financial decisions. So the video that I posted 2 years ago, there were a lot of controversial comments that were made, and I replied to several of them. You know, a lot of them was negative, but a lot of them, some of them too, were not negative. You know, and I'm not going to focus really on the negative, but I do want to say this about University of Phoenix. A lot of people look at University of Phoenix as a makeshift or a fake college because it is for profit, you know. And my thing with going to college is that you are only going to get out of it what you put into it, you know. So when I went to college, I wasn't necessarily thinking about what the teachers were trying to teach me, which really they're not teachers, they're instructors. You know, they're professors, and they really want you to really put into your degree and put into your invest in your knowledge. So you have to do a lot of self-study. There's a lot of you reading, you understanding, and when you have questions, they will answer your questions, but they're not there to teach you anything. You know, I mean, they do introduce a lot of new theories, maybe things that you didn't think about before. Like I would never think about statistics or how they work or how they work in my everyday life or my business. So, you know, that's what they are there for. They are there to facilitate learning. They're not there to teach you. So that's kind of a misconception about college. And a lot of people that comment probably didn't even go to college. You know, they probably just heard about the University of Phoenix or heard about or made assumptions based on what they had heard. And you know, this is coming from me. I went to University of Phoenix for 5 years, and I got my associate's degree in information technology. I got my bachelor's degree in business management and my master's degree in business administration. So I went to school at Phoenix for a long time, and a lot of it was online, and a lot of people giving me a lot of flack about going to online school. They say, you know, it's fake, and you know, how can you learn on an online school? But my thing with learning online, it was actually harder than going to a traditional college because you have to do everything. You have to go in and read. You have to go in and try to interpret what the instructions are telling you. You have to create documents and create papers and create theories yourself. You know, you do have an instructor or a facilitator there to help you, you know, with roadblocks, but it's all you. It's all you. It's all about what you put into it. So I wanted to learn a lot about business because I wanted to open my own business. And since then, I have opened my own business. It's Empowered by TJ. And I learned a lot about how to manage that business and how to be part-time self-employed. So I am full-time employed with TVA, but I do have my online business in which I'm self-employed. So, you know, I said all that to say that University of Phoenix actually provides a very good place, or a very good home for learning. You know, a lot of my instructors I still talk to. They're very encouraging about putting myself out there, because initially I was nervous about putting the University of Phoenix on a resume because of the stigma that comes with going to an online for-profit college. You know, so, you know, I had my one teacher, Miss Vasterling. She actually told me, you know, get out there, put it on the application, put it in there. Even if you're not done with your degree, go ahead and put yourself out there, because you never know what can come back unless you put yourself out there. So when I applied for TVA, I was so nervous because I said, oh God, they're gonna look at, you know, University of Phoenix and they're gonna have that same thought, you know, hey, he went to online college, you know. But what I really had to sell myself was in the interview. The interview is where you sell yourself, where you tell interviewee that, hey, this is me, you need to hire me today because this, you know, this is my skill set, this is what I can bring to the company, this is how I'm gonna help better the company, this is why you need me. So it's up to you to sell yourself. You can't rely on a degree. You can't say, okay, I went to Yale, or okay, I went to Harvard, or okay, I went to this school, I went to that school, you know, and think that's going to carry as much weight as actually being engaged, actually being having the skill set that they need. When you first out of college, you really don't have a lot of experience most of the time in whatever field you're going into. So kind of my journey was, during my time at the University of Phoenix, which is why I went online, is because I was in a 5-year apprenticeship program, electrical apprenticeship program, and I actually finished that program in 5 years. So the same time I was going to the University of Phoenix, I was actually in this apprenticeship school, and I always knew that I did not want to be an electrician my entire life. You know, so I had to do something to differentiate myself from other people, which is getting a degree. Now, a bachelor's degree is actually becoming a very standard degree. That a lot of people have bachelor's degrees. It's almost as good as having a high school degree right now. And so I had to do something to go the step ahead of somebody else, which is why I went for my master's degree. Now, getting my master's degree was not easy. I can tell you that right now. It was extremely daunting. It was a lot of work, a lot of sacrifice in terms of time, but I got through it. You know, I really got through it with the help of my family, my friends, and I got through it. And it's something I feel like has put me ahead of some of the other applicants, you know, out there. So now, will I be with TVA, you know, for the rest of my life? I don't know. I mean, what I really want is, I want my business to kick off, and I want my business to be extremely successful, where I don't have to go to a traditional 9-to-5. But those are the principles that I learned by going to University of Phoenix. You know, so they are a for-profit college, and they do look at the bottom line. They look at what's going to make them money, and I have to respect that. I have to respect that, because I want the same thing. So I can't go into school expecting them to not want the same thing that I do. But that doesn't, just because I want to make money, I'm not going to screw my customers. I'm not going to not give them exceptional service. So it's the same thing with University of Phoenix. Yes, they are for profit, but they do put out a good product. They do put out a product that is going to actually help and empower young and old people to be great, to aspire for greatness. So that's what the University of Phoenix did for me. I would really enjoy other alumni to post comments in the comment section below about your experience with the University of Phoenix. I did get a lot of positive feedback and a lot of positive stories where people actually are the same as me, went to University of Phoenix and have actually been successful in their career, you know, because of their degree. Not necessarily because of their degree, but because of the principles that were instilled and their own drive and their own aspirations that pushed them forward. So I'm going to end the video here. I may do another I am Phoenix video maybe in a couple weeks or a couple months, maybe once I read some of the comments. But that's it for today, guys. Bye.